Welcome to AI in 8 minutes. In the crazy high-stakes world of AI, computing power is everything. It's the new oil. And Intel, one of the biggest names in tech, just made a huge bet on a secret partner that could flip the whole industry on its head. Today, we're diving into this surprising team-up that's aiming to decentralize the future of AI. So let's get into it. Just think about that quote for a second. It's from one of the co-founders of this project. The dream he's talking about? It's building something so powerful and seamless that it just disappears. It becomes the invisible engine running the next wave of AI. It's a massive goal, and now it's got the full attention of Intel.
And that's really the core question we're looking at. Why would a giant like Intel do this? Look, this isn't just some press release or a PR stunt. We're talking about a deep technical collaboration, and it's aimed squarely at solving one of the biggest, most fundamental problems in AI today. To get why this is such a big deal, we first have to understand the problem they're trying to fix.
So what is this massive problem? Well, it all boils down to one word: compute. We're talking about raw processing power. Training a single big AI model can cost hundreds of millions of dollars. It can use as much electricity as a small city. So just getting access to that kind of power is the single biggest bottleneck in the entire industry. It creates this huge gap between the tech giants and, well, everyone else. Right now, if you're a company or a developer trying to build something new in AI, you're basically stuck between a rock and a hard place. You have a choice to make, and honestly, neither option is all that great. You kind of have to pick your poison.
Yeah, this slide lays out the dilemma perfectly. On one side, you've got the big players, like Amazon Web Services. You trust their name. You know what you're getting. It's like a digital handshake. The problem? That trust is going to cost you a lot. On the other side, you have these decentralized networks. They offer computing power for way, way cheaper. But there's a huge catch. You're basically handing your most valuable data and ideas over to a network of strangers. That's a massive risk.
Okay, so this is where the story starts to get really interesting. What if there was a third way? A project called Targon is trying to build just that. They're creating an option that promises the best of both worlds by building a true, open marketplace for computing power.
So what exactly is Targon? The easiest way to think about it is like an Airbnb, but for computers. You know, if you've got a powerful gaming PC or maybe some servers with GPUs that are just sitting there, you can plug them into the Targon network and rent that power out to people who need it, and you get paid for it. This creates a massive global pool of computing power that's available to anyone.
So how does this actually create value? Well, first off, when you have computers from all over the world competing, it naturally drives the price down a lot. Second, the whole network is powered by a token called Tau. Now, try not to think of it as some speculative crypto coin. It's more like owning shares in a co-op. It's used to reward the people providing the computer power and to fund growth. It creates a whole self-sustaining economy. And this isn't just an idea, it's a real business.
A real? Get this. In one single week, the Targon platform brought in over $105,000 in revenue. That puts it on track for millions a year. And it basically just started. This thing is real, it's growing fast, and it works. But even with all this success, it still had one huge, critical flaw: a ghost in the machine.
And that flaw, of course, was security. This is where Intel comes in. The partnership with them provides the absolute missing piece of the puzzle. It adds a layer of provable, hardcore trust into a system where you don't have to trust anyone. And that could unlock a market worth billions.
I mean, let's be honest. Would a bank or a hospital ever run its most sensitive AI models on a network of random, anonymous computers? No way, right? Before this Intel breakthrough, even Targon's co-founder admitted that they couldn't guarantee security, which meant they couldn't build a serious business. Security was everything.
So how does Intel's tech actually solve this? Well, when a user sends a job to the network, Intel's technology creates what you can think of as a completely sealed and encrypted vault on the host computer. Your data and your AI model do their work inside this vault. And here's the key part. It is totally invisible and inaccessible to the person who owns that computer. When the job is done, only the final answer gets sent back.
And that quote just says it all. This creates a system of trust where you don't have to trust any single person, because the security is baked right into the hardware. Nobody gets to peek inside that vault, not Targon, not the computer owner, not even Intel. Suddenly, this decentralized network can go toe-to-toe on security with the biggest cloud companies on the planet.
But this is about way more than just creating a cheaper Amazon Web Services. This security breakthrough unlocks a much bigger vision. You see, Targon is just one piece of a larger puzzle. It's basically the compute department for a whole decentralized ecosystem called Bittensor. And their goal is to build a community-owned alternative to giants like OpenAI.
This table here really contrasts the two approaches. On one side, you have OpenAI. It's a traditional top-down corporation. They raise billions from VCs and build these massive data centers. Then you have Bittensor, which is more like a decentralized organism. Different teams create these specialized subnets. You can think of them like competing departments in an open-source company. Targon is the compute department. Another subnet might do language models, another does image generation. The best ones get rewarded, which creates this relentless cycle of innovation.
And hey, just so we're all on the same page, you'll hear the term inference. What is it? It's simply the act of using a trained AI. That's it. Every single time you type a prompt into ChatGPT or create an image with Midjourney, that's inference. It's the daily work of AI, and it takes a ton of compute, which is exactly what Targon is now selling, both cheaply and securely.
And the momentum here is just staggering. Targon's co-founder is reporting 3-digit week-over-week percentage growth. Let that sink in for a second. That means its usage and its revenue are more than doubling every single week. That isn't just steady progress, that's an explosion.
And when you boil it all down, the sales pitch is just brutally simple and powerful. An H200, by the way, is one of the most powerful and in-demand AI chips on the entire planet. Targon's offer is basically, hey, we can give you access to the best hardware, it's totally secured by Intel, and it's for a fraction of what you're paying now. As one founder said, you could be the worst salesman in the world and you'd still sell this.
And that leaves us with the billion-dollar question, doesn't it? What we're watching unfold is this incredible experiment. It's a battle between the old guard of centralized big money tech and this new decentralized model built on open competition and trust in the tech itself. Intel just handed this new model a very powerful sword. And the outcome of this fight? It could very well decide who gets to build and ultimately own the future of intelligence itself.